As parents, you know, we want to give our kids the world, but our next guest is here to make the argument that the most important thing we could possibly offer is an emotionally mature parent. KSL parenting contributor Heather Johnson joins us. Great to see you.
You too.
Okay, so we all might have an idea of what we think this means, but can we start with the basic question, why does emotional maturity matter so much?
Well, without emotional maturity, really nothing else lands. Nothing else works, right? If you are trying to show love, if you want to be patient, if you're trying to teach, if you would like to enforce discipline, if there's anything you want to do in your home, if there isn't an ability to manage emotions first, we're going to fall flat with everything else we try. The other thing that's so important about this is that we model for our children what emotional management looks like. And so if I'm unable, or to whatever degree I manage my emotions, that's the example I'm setting for our children.
Yeah.
And then they grow up doing those same things. So if I'm not emotionally mature, then I'm raising or modeling emotional immaturity for our children. So that's one of those two reasons they matter. Our kids don't understand what's going on, and they don't get the message if our emotions aren't under control first.
Okay, so I imagine the definition of emotionally mature could be fairly long and broad, but could you give us a simple way, maybe just an example of how we might look in the mirror and assess if we're coming at this from a place of strength, or if we could afford to improve in the area of emotional maturity?
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to ask yourself, if you can manage your emotions, regardless of the circumstances, you're in a really good spot as an emotionally mature parent. Which means if you have a child who lies to you, can you manage your emotions? If you have an adult child who's married who says they're not coming for Thanksgiving this year, can you manage your emotions?
If the cereal bowl tips over.
Yep, yeah. Exactly right. If the red punch is on the white carpet right now this morning, can you manage your emotions? Can you manage them regardless of circumstances?
Okay.
If you can say yes to that, you're in a really, really good place. And we're not looking perfect. Nobody is.
Sure.
But that's a really good gauge. All the time, ask yourself. That's also a really great working definition of self-confidence, is that I'm self-confident.
Oh, Heather, yeah.
If I can manage my emotions regardless of the circumstances. It means that anything can happen around me, and I can be confident that I can navigate whatever happens.
I love that correlation.
It's a great working definition.
All right, so let's focus on points of strength. You compiled a short list of strengths of emotionally mature parents, and it is a short list.
It is
I know.
short.
We held you to it. Emotionally mature parents are self-aware.
They're self-aware, which means they recognize their own emotions, and specifically, they don't make things about them. So they're able to understand the difference between, for example, let's say you have a teenager who tells you a lie. An emotionally mature parent recognizes that that child lies because they don't want to get in trouble, not because they think we're stupid and they're trying to disrespect us. That would be an example of not making something about us. When we recognize our limits, when we understand what fires us up, what our triggers are, and don't make things about us, that is an emotionally mature parent. They're good at that.
This next one I really appreciate because it offers what? I guess a tangible, actionable approach. Emotionally mature parents validate first.
They validate first long before they guide or teach.
Love this.
Which means they are empathetic. Remember, when we want to be emotionally mature, think of it like a stool. This stool has 3 legs. Those legs are empathy, self-awareness, and an ability to build emotions, or excuse me, relationships, to build relationships with other people. So this ability to validate means we can empathize before we do anything else. Empathy isn't connecting with our kids over circumstances, it's connecting with our kids over emotions. We've got to be able to do that before we go anywhere else when we're communicating with them.
Emotionally mature parents set limits with control, they stay consistent, and let's land on this one, they repair quickly.
They do. Repair quickly means that they're going to apologize and they're going to reconnect. They're going to take responsibility, not for their intent. Remember, our intent as parents is really always good, but intent and impact are 2 different things. And so when we repair, it's a willingness to apologize for the impact, even if our intent is good.
That's so good.
And we miss that often. We also want to make sure that if we jump back to setting limits, this means that our delivery does not get in the way of our message. So many times we are trying to say just the right thing or give the right message. We want our children to know we love them, or we're hoping for good things, or we're trying to teach them. But because we're not emotionally in control, our delivery gets in the way of the message we're trying to send our children. Emotionally immature parents don't let the emotions get in the way, the delivery get in the way of the message. They make sure that they can go hand in hand. So we want to set those limits, we want to have those hard conversations, but an emotionally mature parent manages those emotions so that that delivery lines up with, if I love you, yelling and screaming it at you is not going to let you hear that. If I'm hoping to help you learn a new skill or task, being impatient with you, my delivery, is not going to allow you to know how much I care and I'm trying to be patient and want to help you.
So then the intent just goes out
That's
the window.
exactly right. They can't
Really
see,
wise.
they cannot see the message we're trying to send because the delivery blocks it. Emotionally mature parents don't let the delivery get in the way of the message.
I love that you've painted a landscape here that we all want to be part of in such a positive way. So thank you. Emotionally mature parents, the greatest gift we could give them. Heather, we appreciate you.